what's up guys? So today's video is going to be on everyone's favorite thing to do, stretching. I'm just going to go over the stretching that I do personally for myself and also when I'm coaching a tricker or a tumbler cheerleaders, whoever. So yeah, it is very important to stretch just because you don't want to pull any of your muscles, especially when you guys start getting in your kicks. You guys are actually going to probably feel a lot of soreness in your groins, so you're going to want to stretch those out really well, and as long with your legs as well. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to get into is some light form of exercise. Again, I do this with anyone who I'm coaching at the time, and I actually do it myself. So like, you guys can do burpees, jumping jacks, you can do a light jog, or you can even, I don't know, do full-blown conditioning if you want to. And I actually used to do that for a long time, just mainly because I wouldn't, I'd usually be too tired after a session to condition. So I'll just go ahead and do it beforehand, get my body warmed up, and then go ahead and start stretching and then go on to my session. So a little light warm-up is a good idea if you are just really having trouble with like getting up and like moving. Just start conditioning, start doing something just to get your blood flowing before you start stretching. And it also helps you get a better stretch as well. So the first thing we're gonna go ahead and start with is going to be our butterflies. Put your feet together like this, slide them all the way up. Your goal is to try to get your knees down as far as you can to the ground so you can like use your elbows, get a good stretch right here in your groin area. Guys, injuries are gonna happen most on your wrists and your ankles, okay? So it's a really good idea to stretch those out. A lot of people end up forgetting them during stretching, but really guys, try not to forget these because as you can see, it's like they're never ending. Just make sure you get a good stretch on these. You can kind of just do that by putting your hands right here, rolling around in circles, then flip your hands over, do it the other way. You can also crisscross, you can grab them, just kind of roll them out like that. However really it helps you out. Next, you're gonna do your ankles. So there's a bunch of ways you can do your ankles. The regular way I do it is I kind of just go like this, grab, and just roll it out in both directions. You can do that on each side. When you guys are stretching, you guys can stretch for as long as you want, honestly, until it just feels right, until you feel, you know, that you're good to go. So don't worry about how long you're stretching for. Unless you're stretching to be more flexible, then you want to try to push it for like 30 seconds to a minute. So the next thing you guys are going to work on are your splits. Now there's some stretches that you can do to help stretch out your splits. Starting in a lunge like this, on your knee, just kind of like that, hands on your hips, and just go ahead and push your hips down as far as you can, just like that, okay? Try to get a good stretch in there. After that, straighten out this front leg, hands on the ground, and just kind of put your head all the way down. It's gonna stretch out this right here, your hamstring. After you're done doing those stretches, just gonna slide this foot all the way out as far as you can. Your main goal when you're doing the splits is try to keep your hips as square as possible facing the front, and you wanna have a straight line from your toe all the way down to your back foot. The next thing, and probably most important thing for your guys' progression, especially if you're not flexible in your back, is going to be a bridge. This is one that I need you guys to focus on a lot because it's gonna help you out in the future. Start with your feet here, knees bent, lay on your back, put your hands like so, and you're gonna push your hips up. So you bam. Other than your bridge, you also wanna work on your middle split. Start like this, you start standing up, whatever, and just kinda let your legs go out as far as they can. Put your hands on the ground, that's too easy, put your elbows on the ground, and then if you get all the way down, just put your whole body on the ground. It is hard to do this consistently, but guys, if you make a habit out of it, you guys are gonna be way more flexible, you guys are gonna reduce injury, and you guys are actually going to be able to progress a lot faster than someone who doesn't stretch. So just keep that in mind depending, you know, how seriously you're taking tricking right now. That's basically it for today's video. If you guys have any questions for me, you guys can hit me up on Instagram or Facebook. But other than that, keep tricking, stay motivated, Upraiz.